Hey and welcome to this new video of learning and mastering Symfony 3. So in this video we will learn how to add some rules to our users. So first let's go and see what inside and let's go and explain what inside the security YAML. So first we have this security encoder. So if you remember, if we when we go to our database table FOSUser, we see here that password is encrypted, and here we see that is encrypted with this new algorithm called bcrypt. If we want to, for example, to change this to MD5 or some other encryption algorithm, we need to copy it or just to type it in here. If we want to if we want our password to be without any encryption, we go here and type text, and here it's role hierarchy, and here we see that we have two roles, admin and super admin, or we have like role user and role admin. Here we see the provider, and here we have FOSUser, user provider username, or for example if we already have an account and we want to log again or to connect again to the website, we need to type our username and password. But in the other video we will see how we can also type either our password or our email also. Here we have like firewall, and we can put a lot of firewall. For the moment we have just one, it's called main, and here in the pattern it slash, or that means that everything in the URL or in the path that end when slash, we need to and it's still not a logout, we still to give him or to show him a pop-up that make him, or that pop up with connect and type your user or your password. So this form login is the one who do that. And here we have this CSRF token. We tell generate a token while you're connecting, and this is to protect us against the CSRF attack. And here logout and any line was equal true, it's mean if we want to log out, for example. And here's access control. So basically we tell him that everything end with login, or login and the register and the re-register or the setting we go to is authenticated anonymously. So that's mean that and also we give them the role of a user. And here what end, or if we type admin, we give him the role of an admin. And in the previous video we see how we can create a user or a new account in the browser, but now we will see that we can also do that just with our prompt command. So if we want to see all the commands that we have, if you still remember, we go to, or we type php bin / console. If we hit enter, it will give us all the commands that we can run in PHP, and also with some new one with the FOSUserBundle. So, and yeah, here it is, FOS. So now we see that this active when we activate a user, change password when we want to change password of user, create a user, deactivate when we want to disable a user, and here demote and promote. So demote, it means that we, for example, a user have a lot of role and we want to delete one of those roles. For example, he have user and admin, and we want to delete that admin role, so we use demote. And promote, it's the contrary of demote, when we want to add a role to a user. So now let's create a new user with this command. So php bin slash console and FOSUser create. If we hit enter, he will tell us to put name. Now the name of the user, let's name it test. The email, I think, yeah, test@gmail.com, and password, I think, yeah, the password, let's go also 126, and now it will be created user test. So now if we go and check in our database, let's come here and refresh, we see that the new user is created successfully. Yeah, the password is encrypted with bcrypt. So now let's go and connect with this new user. So we go here, type login. If you remember, in the database we see that he don't have any role, but by default every new user create, it has like user role. So let's go now in the username test, and in the password 126, I believe. So login. Now after the login, if we go back in the database, we see like here last login, I think, yeah, last login, it's null, but when we refresh we will see that it add like the last login with like the date of the exact same login, and here in the back we see that logged in as test and authenticated yes with the name of firewall main. And let's check what I just tell you about the user role. So let's go here and click, and you will see that this new, he has like user role. So basically every new one create or new user create in our website, he has by default user or a role user. So now let's go and deactivate this test user. So not in here, the other one, and let's put deactivate. It will tell us to give him the name of the user that we want to deactivate, so test, let's hit enter, and here user test has been deactivated. So let's go and refresh. So if we go down here, we see that authenticate no. So but let's go and try to log in with this test. So login, and after that let's put name and password, username and password, it's test, and here from 1 to 6, and let's click on login, and normally it must login because we just disable this this user, and here it tells us account is disabled. Now let's go and activate this user. So let's go in here and create user activate. We will give him the name of the user, so test, hit enter, and now it will be activated. So let's go again and try to log in. Let's click on login, and after that it must, or it should log in successfully. And if we go down here, we see that authenticated yes, because it's no more disabled, and also we see here logged in as test. Now let's make this test a role of admin. So let's go back in here, and here user, promote, and the name of like the user, or the username of the user, so test, and the role that we want to give him, so role dash everything in capital, so role underscore admin, and let's hit enter. And here it tells me that if we want to make this test has another role of admin, he needs first to log out and then back again to give him this role admin. So let's click here on logout, and when we will log out we will re-execute the command. And here we see that in anonymous doesn't mean that anyone or no one is connected actually. And let's go and give him the role admin, and now he has test, he did already have role admin role. So let's go back and log in with this test. So hit enter. Here in username test and in password from 1 to 6. Login, and when he will log in, let's go. Yeah, he is logged in successfully. I'm waiting for the debugging bar in here. So if I click, I must see the role admin too. Yeah, here role admin and role user. And if we also check in the database, so just refresh. If I go back here to the role, I see here that in user he has also the role admin. So now let's go back to our access control here. So we know what all this is, this page about login and register, and here resetting or resetting for password. But here the admin, it tells us here that it must has a role admin so that he can access it. So first let's I will go to control, so in resource control, and in here in default control I will create like a new method. So here I will copy this and then edit it. I will name it admin action. Here I will give it admin, and here I will name it admin page, and in the return it will like simply return a page. So a page, yeah, in the default. So let's save, and here let's get admin.html.twig, and here default it's in the app folder. So let's go to admin resource, and here view default we have just one, so or let's copy. Let's create another one, this index or the admin, we name it admin.html.twig. So here basically I will also extend this or just copy this and paste it in here. Also go to the bottom and block. So here I will extend also from the same master page in which is base html.twig, and here I will just type, for example, h1. So h1, and I will type admin page. Let's save. Yeah, and here is simply to see that if I can go through this route or not. So if we go again and see our database, we see that we have two users. the first one he has just a role user, and second one have like an admin users, and normally just the second one who should go to this admin. So let's go back to our browser, go back, and I will log out, test, and try to connect with the first user that have just role user. So now it's logged out, and log in, and let's log in with the one that have just user. Login, and we know that this user, it has just like a role user. So let's try to go to the admin or /admin, hit enter, and see what we will have. And see here that we have access denied. Why? Because this user is just like a normal user, or he have for the rule just user and not admin. Now let's go back and try to log in with the one that really has the admin role, who is test. So test the forge password from 1 to 6. Let's click on login, and to make sure that we are logging with this and not YesWeb, we will find it here in this. Yeah, so test. Now let's go and type admin. Let's hit enter, and we see that we go to the page of admin page. Why? Because this test has the role of admin, and the one before, or the user before, didn't have it. That's why we have the access denied. And here we know, or we see like the importance of those access control. Now how we can see like more information about this user or the user who is connected. So it's very simple. We will use just the dump function. So let's use it in a paragraph. So p, and here let's use the dump. So dump, and inside it app dot user. Let's save, and let's go back and refresh, and we will see all information about this user. So here we have the username, canonical, email canonical, which enable, this means which like enable or disable, activate or deactivate. Here's password, see, all of this is 1 to 6, but it's encrypted with bcrypt. And the role, he has role admin, and we see by default he has also the role of user. So now, for example, if you want just to type the ID and the email and also the role, so let's go back and let's delete this dump and also this parenthesis dot ID, and let's type the email in another paragraph. So another paragraph and email. I think, yeah, this is how we write it. Yeah, email. And here I will use UL, and inside this UL I will make an LE, and here I will make like a for loop. So for role dot user dot roles, and here let's type the role, and here let's type the role, and here I must close the for loop, so and for. Now let's save, go back and refresh, and we will see that just see ID is true, and this is the email, and those are the two roles that he had. So I think this is all for this video. In the next video we will see how to make this login and register more look beautiful and nicer, and we will also surcharge them or reuse them with some style. So this is all for this video. See you